couple of years ago, I talked about the Barbie movie, and around that time, as you'll recall, everyone seemed to be going to that and Oppenheimer together in a thing called Barbenheimer, where you watch this heavy, deep film, and then you'll watch Oppenheimer. Barbie gets deep, I did not misspeak. But I never got round to the other part of the equation. We watched Barbie and never got round to Oppenheimer. And then the other night we were like, let's watch it. We haven't seen it yet, let's clear it out of our list. We both want to see it, it's very interesting. Because there's two really good reasons to see this film. And that's Florence Pugh's team. Sorry, I'm being told that I have to say war buffs or history buffs. Those are the two reasons. As this is a film, moving on, I'm going to do the cast and crew bits, of course, so once again, written and directed by Christopher Nolan. If you didn't know that by now, I don't know where you've been living. And based on the book American Prometheus, The Triumph and Tragedy of J. Robert Oppenheimer, written by two people who don't understand what a brief title is, called Kai Bird and Martin Sherwin. It stars Cillian Murphy, obviously, as the man himself, with Emily Blunt, Robert Downey Jr., and Florence Pugh, of course. I was going to say that. But because this has been out a while, just doing a straight review, I'm not really adding anything. I would absolutely not expect anyone to just click on and go, oh, you liked it, did you? You know, it's if you want to see it by now, you probably have. But I'm not also going to do, oh, look, the war is bad, using good science and bad things. Like, everyone's done that analysis, I'm sure, as well. What I wanted to talk about was the character played by Robert Downey Jr., Louis Strauss. Not Strauss, Strauss. Because, as a society, we've thrown around the term narcissism and gaslighting far too much that they've lost their meaning. True narcissists think they're the best, everything must be about them, anyone disagreeing with them is wrong, etc. They will never come out and say they're not good people or not good at X, Y, Z. They have to be the best person in that room in every aspect. They don't have dump stats. And Louis Strauss was that character. Even from point one, I could get something. There was something just not rubbing me the right way about him. And as time went on, it clicked. This is a man who is a narcissist. He is so self-centered that he can't understand why Albert Einstein would snub him unless it was something that Oppie had said. Whereas in fact, it was something that made him think. He wasn't ignoring Strauss. He was ignoring the world because he was in a different mind space. It was not a slight, not to anyone with a normal functioning mind anyway. It was just he was preoccupied. But someone like Strauss cannot handle that. And even moments throughout where people just don't agree with him wholeheartedly and just say he's the best thing, all of a sudden you're an enemy to me. Why does he fall out with Oppie? It's nothing major. It's nothing that really matters. It's because he wasn't the best person. And if you don't understand like just how good Robert Downey Jr. has done this, like technically Iron Man has streaks of that. It's what I'm looking forward to in Doomsday and Doctor Doom's portrayal, because Doctor Doom has that streak too. I'm not saying Robert Downey Jr. is a narcissist, of course, but he plays it so well that both performances before this and after this are kind of now coloured with that lens, and I'm like, oh yeah, he absolutely can leverage this idea of I am the best and anyone who disagrees with me is wrong. Obviously with Iron Man that softened over time, he became a much more caring, wonderful character. That's called an arc, that's called character growth. It's meant to be like that. But Strauss doesn't have that. Strauss is the same person when we leave him as when we start the film. And it makes him somewhat of an unreliable narrator. A lot of this stuff is being told to his aide as well, so some of those things where he looks good, probably not exactly true either. But because, yes, I'm talking about the film, I do want to quickly say that, yes, I did enjoy this, of course. I wouldn't talk about something... I wouldn't have sat down for such a long film and said, I need to talk about this, if I didn't enjoy it. I do think it could have been half an hour, maybe up to an hour shorter in theory. But I appreciate what it was doing, and I think it's an interesting look at the man behind this whole myth that's sort of sprung up around this nuclear proliferation, etc. So that's all I want to say about Oppenheimer, particularly the character of Louis Strauss. So thank you very much for letting me talk about this, and until next time, take care.